This is a slightly unusual event, but it arises from a sad necessity in, not just in this part of the world, but worldwide, of police officers suffering in the course of duty from time to time gunshot wounds. And last year there was a conference of the Association of Caribbean Police Commissioners here in Bermuda, at which discussion of a new trauma sets which had been issued to some police officers and which had demonstrably saved lives, including one of the people who was at the conference. From that, and in discussion with Overseas Territory Police Services, the Foreign and Commonwealth Office in Britain has been able to supply trauma kits to Overseas Territory Police Services, including, I'm glad to say, the Bermuda Police Service. These are not only for police officers, they will be carried by all operational police officers. They can certainly save the lives of police officers who might be unfortunate enough to be involved in a gunshot incident. But police officers are also often first responders, and the fact that a police officer will now have these kits will enable them to provide initial first aid to members of the public or others who get caught up in such incidents. These are not big things, here is one, but they are potential lifesavers, and it's good that they will now be carried by trained Bermuda Police Service officers who will know how to use them in what we hope are circumstances that will not arise. So I will now symbolically give one of these things unopened to the Commissioner.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Your Excellency, thank you very much. It's certainly a pleasure to be able to receive these packs on behalf of the police service. And as the Governor pointed out, this is not just an item of safety gear. This represents collaboration between law enforcement agencies in the region. Last year, the ACCP conference was held in Bermuda, and the commissioners were quite moved by a very powerful presentation from the then Chief of Police of St. Croix, Christopher Howell. And he told the story about how he survived multiple gunshots because he happened to have one of these packs with him. The commissioners decided that they would, under the banner Operation Triage, and I would encourage you to look that up on YouTube and you'll see a video presentation about that, they would undertake to provide all frontline police officers in the Caribbean region with one of these life-saving packs. The pack itself contains a tourniquet, pressure gauzes, and a chemical that's used to clot blood very quickly. I do have to say the BPS recognizes that tourniquets are not commonly used by first aiders, and certainly this pack is only to be used by police officers in extreme circumstances where it could mean the difference between life and death. I'm certainly very grateful to Government House for the role that it played in liaising with our overseas territories and the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. And as the Governor says, I'm really glad we have these packs. I hope we don't have to use them. Thank you.
Okay, we would like to now open the floor to any questions that you may have.
I actually have a question. Are these kits only for police officers to use on other police officers, or for, if they show up to the scene before ambulance?
Well, they're to be used on any gunshot victim where blood loss is the critical factor. As the Governor pointed out, the police are likely to be the first people at such a scene.
How many number of these kits are going to be issued or bought in?
We took stock of 350.
How are they going to be issued?
Primarily to frontline police officers on patrol, so the uniformed officers that are on 24-hour patrol. And there'll be others in kits, first aid kits, and that are carried in the cars. But the idea is that the pack actually fits inside the protective vest of the officer, so if he's left his car behind, the kit's actually on his person.
Basically every officer will have a kit.
Everyone that's on patrol, yes.